President-elect Bola Tinubu has explained that there's no exclusive obligation that a candidate must score 25% in the Federal Capital Territory. Yes, FCT not special. I don't need 25% there to win, but you want to sit in Abuja to preside. Tinubu has come as to pour out his heart on this 25% in FCT. Well, he has explained that there is no obligation or there's no exclusive obligation that a candidate must score 25% in the Federal Capital Territory to be returned president in an election. Tinubu's position is contained in a preliminary objection he filed against the petition by the Labour Party and its presidential candidate Peter Obi at the Presidential Election Petitions Tribunal in Abuja, seeking the dismissal of the petition for failing to disclose any course of action. Most of the five political parties, including the Labour Party, that are challenging the outcome of the February 25 presidential election, have contended that APC and Tinubu did not secure the 25% of the total vote cast in the FCT as mandatorily required in Section 134(2)b of the Constitution of Nigeria, and was therefore ineligible to be declared. But in the reply by its legal team, led by Wole Olanipekun, Tinubu argued that the Nigerian election is not based on the Electoral College as it particularly relates to the FCT, adding that the residents are not super voters conferred with any privilege or advantage that is not accorded to citizens of Nigeria of other communities, ethnic groups, and places of origin. He noted that the territory was created by adjusting the boundaries and exercising land from the neighboring states of Kwara, Niger, Plateau, and Kaduna states. He said the petitioners themselves agree in their paragraph 25 that Nigeria is one single constituency for the purpose of the presidential election. Thus, no part of that single constituency is superior to the other or carries a special status requiring a minimum threshold of votes not mandated in others. Tinubu also maintained that the order of a United States District Court, Northern District of Illinois Eastern Division, in the case of 93C 4483, which on October 4, 1993 ordered the forfeiture of some of $460,000 in his Heritage Bank account linked to narcotics and money laundering allegations, cannot be enforced in Nigeria as it was not an offense created by an act of the National Assembly. The case of the petitioners has pleaded has not disclosed any disqualifying factor as prescribed by the section 137 1D and E of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, he said. Shortly afterwards, the governor, at a press conference in Makurdi, said he decided to withdraw the case in the interest of peace, but the PDP governorship candidate Titus Uba earlier vowed to reclaim his mandate in court. Well, they agree that this, of course, it's a known fact that this issue of a drug, of a thing, it is true, it happened, but see their justification. The question is that if really have other governors, I mean, the other presidents, not one FCT, because I don't know why this one is really coming up. Also, why is it that why did they separate and FCT? You must get this in this and FCT. They are just trying to, these guys are just trying to twist the whole thing, because if the same thing has been used before for other past presidents, I don't know why the argument now. Honestly, I don't know why the arguments. Mr. Fake, who told you that you don't need FCT, that FCT is not important? We are still waiting for the judgment if 25% is not necessary. Why did Abuja mention? Why not say 25% in all states, since Abuja is one of the states? Exactly my point. Exactly my point. If you don't need 25% votes of Abuja to win, then you are bigger than Nigeria. Okay, You started by saying everywhere in the world that the person with highest number of votes is being declared winner. At the end, you see contradict yourself by saying we don't run an electoral college here. So did you really understand the meaning of electoral college and how it operates or its application to elections? Abi, you just heard the lawyer who is defending his pocket says electoral college and you start talking electoral college after. Forget about this lawyer, they don't know what they are doing. Let us wait and see what happens, whether the law will be challenged or be changed this time. If it happens, then forget, I can never believe anything written in the constitution. Everywhere in the world, the person with the highest vote cast will be declared winner. It will very totally unfair. It will be very totally unfair if INEC declare Obi as the winner because he has a deficit of over 2 million, with over 2 million, and we are talking about 25% in FCT. We don't run electoral college here. It's obvious your constitution is faulty. We ought to review it. Okay, I know you have heard of the first will become the last and the last the first. This is happening. The same mouth that declare him said we declare him first. Bet it. The shifts the shift him to third so that when it happened, when it's been argued, people will say person will who become third, they make noise. Not even second, and this is what is happening now. Let us see. It is not only FCT now. We are not talking of FCT because they won that FCT. What about about three states that they are contending with now? Is Tinubu the first to win? When Jonathan sitting president lost, the South destroyed Nigeria. Desperate, despite the fact that Jonathan has the power, Easterners should go and sit down. Same method of playing politics since 1999. Always want to put their eggs in one basket. Same procedure will always produce same results. This is nobody fault. Enough of the whole confusion. Truth looks like bitter. 16 years of Tinubu in opposition, he was teaming up in the south. At the end of the day, it's all about the politicians because you're only talking about the politicians. He has been in the opposition for 16 years. You guys have been playing, you have been aligning with, they've been aligning, all the politicians have been aligning with each other. At the end of the day, what did it bring to you? You that you are talking to your people, what have your people gained? You are making excuses for these people. That is why they said the rich become richer and the poor become poorer. You are becoming poorer, they are becoming richer, and you are making effort for them. Because who is not foolish? If you want to look it from that angle, who is foolish? People who have not been aligned, they are making their own progress. And you that your people have been aligning, your life is miserable, poverty all over the place. Of what use? Because people will ask whether you have a different filling station, whether you have a different market you go to, whether you have a different bank you go to, that things are working for you people. Everybody see going through the same thing that you are complaining, and you are telling us that some people do not make run. Is it? And I've said it. Even if an Igbo person, a useless Igbo person becomes president, you think Nigeria is going to be better? No, it's not going to be better until we have the right people, because we are not having the right people, and you people are basing your this thing on religion and ethnicity, and that is why this country is not moving forward. It's hot and it's so disgusting when people talk about, say, oh, some people don't align with others, they put their eggs in one basket, they put it in one basket, and you are not putting your eggs in one basket. What have you brought to the table? How has it changed the developments or make Nigeria developed or brought greatness to Nigeria? Nothing. Does that really make sense? It's unfortunate.